What's up YouTube? It's your girl, the Makofalltrades, and I'm back with another video. Now for today's video, we're going to do something that I have never done here on my channel, and we are going to do a mask treatment, but it's not a mask for your face. It's actually a mask for your hands. It's the herb, you know what I mean, intensive hand mask gloves, repairing and relaxing, hemp cannabis sativa seed oil. I ordered this hand mask from Ulta Beauty. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but I'll put down below how much it was for you guys. But let's go ahead and try to read a little something about this. Okay, into intensive repairing and relaxing mask gloves for hands and nails with cannabis seed oil and shea butter plus red ginseng plus aloe vera, nourishes and hydrates intensely while helping to repair and soothe dry hands. Its innovative format and a double layer glove technology impregnated. They use the word impregnated. Impregnated in serum tissue and outer waterproof plastic layer. Provides a sauna effect for an intensive action in only 15 minutes. Recommended once a week. Insert your clean hands inside the inner tissue layer. Remove after 15 to 20 minutes. Do not rinse, massage gently. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a shot. And what we'll do is we'll just do hand mask and chit chat, I guess. And we'll talk about, you know, life. And so here we have the gloves. And I'm in my bedroom. I've done one video in here, I think, already. But just wanted to let you guys know this is my bedroom. So we're just gonna pull this apart. Oh, those are for some big hands. Okay, and then we'll put these on for 15 minutes. So, ooh, it feels like slimy, you know? Looks like I'm gonna do some food prep or something like that. So yeah, they're kind of cold too. It's kind of cold. Yeah, so we're just gonna leave these gloves on and talk about life, I guess. My hands have been really dried out working. I work at Savers, which is a thrift store, and so touching all the like clothes and then just touching things there in general like dries my hands out really bad. Over the when it was colder, it was a lot worse, but it's calmed down quite a bit, but it was really bad. But I've been doing a lot of training, so I haven't been out on the sales floor as much, so touching things. So because of that, my hands have not been as dry as they normally were, but I'm really curious to see how well these work, because if this can really like do some repairing of the dryness of my hands, I definitely will do something like this once a week, because I feel like I have like old man hands or old lady hands. You know what I mean? Like my hands look like old because I think the reason why they look that way is because I'm kind of like a hard labor kind of girl. Like I like hard labor, like physical hard labor. So I'm constantly like doing things with my hands, especially if you're like a crafter and stuff like that. It's hard to have your hands look nice, you know, when you're messing around with paint or building stuff and all that mess. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm curious to see how these all work. I'm actually doing this before I go work. I go to work here in like an hour and a half. So I was like, let me go ahead and do this hand mask and figure out if it works really well. I don't know. And then, you know, guys, I had to get sent home from work early yesterday because I have a broken tooth back here and it is hurting so freaking bad. And you know, I'm terrified of the dentist. Who's with me? I hate the freaking dentist. I have some antibiotics that I'm taking, and then I've been rotating every 2 hours, like between ibuprofen and like acetaminophen. Yeah, so I've been rotating every 2 hours on that. But you guys, it's like, the reason why I brought it up is because it's like starting to like hurt a little bit right now. And so I'm like, and you guys, I swear, tooth pain is the worst pain in the world. Like, I feel like I'd rather give birth than to go through tooth pain, because it's like that nerve, you know what I mean? Oh God, it hurts. Like right now I'm like, it's taking over all my thoughts. Also, I just want to say, I thank you all for sticking around here on my channel through all the drama and shit that's been going on. I know y'all, it's kind of vague what all you guys know. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to the Where is Mac video, and that will kind of explain a little bit of things. But you guys, it is still a battle. 3, almost 4, how long has it been? March, April, May, June. So almost 3 months later, and it's still a battle for me to get my belongings back. There's a lawsuit pending to get my belongings back to me and my children's belongings. It's pretty fucking sad, if you ask me. Excuse my language, but it's pretty sad that I had to file a lawsuit to get me and my children's belongings back. Yeah, that's how, you know, controlling people can be, where they feel like they own you and all your belongings as well. So anyway, moving right along from that, let's see, what else can we talk about? Another Ulta haul video coming, a couple Ulta haul videos, and then I also have a my monthly Boxycharm. Hopefully it'll come here soon. You know, I will say I love Boxycharm. I love the pop-up sales. I love all that. You guys know that. But I've really been disappointed with how late I have been getting my monthly subscription box, because I'm like, you know what, Boxycharm, you take my money on the 1st of every month, but then 3 weeks later is when I get my box. So it's almost the next month before I get my box. And it kind of, you know, it kind of rubs me the wrong way about that, because I'm like, if I'm paying for it, I feel like I should get it within like a week and a half, 2 weeks at most. And who's with me on that? It really does rub me the wrong way. And I feel like they really need to improve that. Even though I love Boxycharm, that's one thing that they could definitely improve when it comes to their monthly subscription. What else can we talk about? Oh, I got some juicy tea for you guys. Your girl Mac over here got herself a boyfriend. Yep. Well, he's not a boy, he's a man, but you know what I mean. But I'm not gonna put him on blast on here, because you know, in due time you guys will get to meet him. But I don't want to put him on my channel like too early, you know what I mean, because I want to see where everything goes and stuff like that. So I really like him, and he's like he's just awesome, let's just put it that way. And he does have a kid, and he is, well, she's grown, but he's older than me. She is in college, but he's like a really, really good dad. I think that's the one thing that like I admire like the most about him as far as qualities, is how great of a dad he is. Like, he calls her every freaking day. yeah, he calls her every freaking day and like tells her he loves her and just sees how her day went. Like every night he calls her. And I think that's really, really special because, you know, not a lot of dads do that. Not even a lot of moms would do that. Call their kid every single day. Just be like, hey, I love you. How was your day? What'd you do today? You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people do that. And so that's one of the things that I think I admire most about him, that he takes that time out of his day every single day to do that. He's really, really great with my kids. Like, he's just super chill with them. The kids just like absolutely adore him. Like he really takes time to make them feel special, and, you know, like stops what he's doing to like listen to them when they want to like tell him something. You know what I mean? He doesn't ignore them, and he just really makes time for them. It makes them feel important. It makes them feel special, which is something that they really, really need, because I didn't even realize until leaving the last relationship and how toxic it was and how controlling it was over my children. I didn't realize how oppressed my kids were, and how they were walking on eggshells and felt like they couldn't be themselves and couldn't talk freely, and they couldn't have, you know, friends over when they wanted. It was always like some kind of freaking, you know what I mean, like a big deal or whatever. And, you know, he just really makes them feel special, makes them feel loved, makes them feel like they're important, that they're not just like, you know, mom's baggage or whatever. Because I feel like in a lot of times in relationships that can happen, where people get into relationships, you know, where they have children with someone else, and those other people can feel like, oh, that's just their baggage. That's just their kids. Their kids are their baggage. You know what I mean? And that's totally not the case with him. But yeah, when the time is right, I will introduce him to you all. But just know that he makes me really, really, really happy. And like, I honestly thought that, I thought that I didn't deserve happiness in a way. You know what I mean? And I felt like that I didn't, you get what you get and you just deal with it, you know what I mean, before. And, you know, that's not the case. Like, so here, let me put it into perspective. Here's how I can put it, the best way that I can put it. I've always wished for myself to have the love that my mom and dad had for each other. My dad has passed away about 3 years ago, almost now. And I always wished that I could find a love like that for myself, because, you know, my mom was my dad's world, and I always wanted someone to love me the way my dad loved my mom. You know what I mean? Like, he just absolutely adored her, worshiped the ground she walked on. And I'm not saying I want to be worshipped, but just made to feel important, and someone to be attentive, and, you know, just really care that this could be that, you know, that wish of wanting to find a love for me that was like the love my dad had for my mom. I think this could definitely be it. And anyway, yeah, I guess I'm like rambling on and on about it, but yeah, you guys, so wish me luck. I don't know what else to say. I'm like, wish me luck. Oh my gosh, you want to hear a funny story? Okay, so here's a funny story. So the other day I was at Quick Trip. Who has Quick Trips where they live? It's a gas station, and it's like, they have them here, but it's a big gas station. They have like a little QT kitchen in there, you know what I mean? Like, it's a big deal. Anyway, so I was at the Quick Trip and I was filling my car with gas, right? And I'm standing outside the gas pump filling my car with gas. And then here comes this like high school kid. And he comes up to me and he's like, "Excuse me, ma'am, can you buy me some pods?" And I look at him and I'm like, pods? Like, I didn't know what a freaking pod was. And I'm like, pods? And he's like, yeah, pods. And I'm like, but what's a pod? And he says, you know, pods. And I said, no, I don't know. What's a pod? And he's like, you know, pods to smoke, and goes like that. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And he was like, okay, thanks, and took off running. But I was like, what the hell is a pod? What's a pod? I felt really, really old. So I posted it on Facebook, what happened, so that someone possibly on Facebook could tell me what a freaking pod was. Come to find out, pods are like those little cartridges that you put in those little vape, kind of like jewel things that you smoke nicotine out of or whatever. I didn't know that's what they were called. I mean, if I had one of those little things, I think I would just call it a jewel cartridge, not a pod. Why is it a pod? What insinuates it would be a pod? Or is that what they're labeled as at the store? Are they labeled as nicotine pods? Like, how are they labeled? Anybody who has one of those, tell me if it's labeled as a pod. Like on the packaging, does it say pod? Or does it say cartridge? Which does it say? Or maybe I should just go to the store and be like, hey, can I look at that? I just need clarification. And they'd be like, this lady's crazy. But yeah, so that was kind of funny. But I felt really old because of it. Oh, so I've been really loving this new, well, it's new to me, Netflix shows called Good Girls or whatever. So if y'all have seen that, comment down below what you think of it. Because so far, I really like it. I think it's funny. I feel like I should do this and just like rub whatever that is in there. And then you guys, I'm going to be doing a tanologist video where I'm going to put on my self-tanner, okay? But I think I'm going to do that on one of my days off so that I can, you know, really do it without being rushed, you know? So I think that's what I'll do. Oh, I just split the bag open. See that? Whoops. Yeah, I just split it open. Whoopsies. It reminds me of Katie when she goes, whoops, whoops. 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 I'll have to insert a clip of her doing that. Whoops. But yeah, so, all right, so it's time to take these off. So it says to take them off and then just rub. Don't worry, I have a towel right here. I'm not just laying this on my bed. So here's what. I don't know what to do with my hands. Okay, so you're just supposed to rub it in there. So that's what we're gonna do. It's kind of fun doing a different kind of video, you know. I'm trying to get better about that on my channel, where it's not all a bunch of hauls, because I know you all love the hauls, but I know you guys like other stuff. Like my cousin Paula that comments on all my videos. She's like, we need some crafting videos, which I do have a wreath crafting video that I'm going to be making. So I think I'm going to do that too on the day that I do my self-tanner. I'll make 2 videos. That way I can sit in my self-tanner and craft. You know what I mean? What a perfect way to, you know, kind of 2 birds with 1 stone in a way. You know, sit in your self-tanner and then craft, you know, so you're not bored just sitting there with your self-tanner. My hands are feeling really, really soft. Like the way it's rubbing in, like, but like it doesn't feel sticky. It feels a tiny bit slimy, but it's like, I feel like it's not 100% sinking in, you know. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I feel like there's still a lot on top of the skin, but I probably just need to continue rubbing it in there, like really strong, you know, like really intensive, and then it will be fine. Or maybe like go like this and dry the hands a little bit. I don't know. My hands feel softer. Yeah, but I think I have some Vino one too to try, which I'll do a video on that as well. But yeah, I think I like it. Oh, it smells good. Has a kind of like a earthy smell to it, which I like. You know what I mean? Like not super earthy, but you know, like an incensey earthy smell, which I like. It's starting to dry out more. I think it just needs to soak in. But yeah, you guys, like I think I really like this. So I'm going to recommend these. If you want to pick some up, they're at Ulta Beauty. And yeah, so I really like it. And, you know, maybe we'll find some hand masks or something like that at Dollar Tree too. Because you know how I am about the Dollar Tree. So maybe we'll find something there too. But yeah, you guys, so that's going to conclude this hand mask video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with all that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Me and Sweet Betty ain't never seen a bear that could dance before. Well, it's a 1-step, 2-step, 3-step, 4. Follow Dakota and he dance some more. Dance, dance, Dakota, dance, all around the country store.